Hello. Today I'm going to talk to you about pain. Pain is a profound part of the human experience. If we have a heart, if we have a beating heart, we also have pain. And pain can sometimes, it can rule our lives. It can make our lives a living hell, to be honest. So the most of us, we want to avoid pain. We don't want to have pain in our lives. We want to feel pain-free. So we do a lot of stuff to keep us pain-free. We avoid. We might turn to different addiction to avoid pain. We might keep us busy with a lot of superficial stuff to be busy and not feel pain. So what is pain? Pain is a part of your, it's your biological feedback system. It wants to tell you something. It wants to give you it wants to give you the information that something is hurting you. So what is it that's hurting you? You need to kind of figure that out. And pain isn't your problem. That situation or that person or your own thoughts that are kind of giving that indication of pain, that is the problem. So what can we do when we feel a lot of pain, when we find ourselves in a place where we experience a lot of pain? We can do like I have done today, go out and sit in nature and just feel ourselves, feel our bodies. Also listen to the sounds around us and listen to our beating heart, listen to the sounds inside our body as well as outside our body. You can feel also your breath going in and out in your lungs. And you're not supposed to, shrug your shoulder like this when you breathe, but well, it's a little bit cold out here. I'm a little bit tense, to be honest. This is the first time I show my face here at YouTube as well. But someone asked me to talk about pain because that's a big part of what I'm doing when I'm reading for you. And when I read for you, that's the card that's important. But now it's the message, and I don't really have anything else to show you but myself. So here I am. And this with pain, it's really, as I said, your biological feedback system. And when you find yourself in pain, you can put yourself out in nature like this, but it's fine. You can do it also. You can be in your bed. Fetal position is fine. Tears are fine. You can also sit in your sofa somewhere. I need to show you that. Bobby! So that's my dog. So if you hear any strange noises, that's my dog. Okay. Yes. So, and you just calm down. You just find yourself in stillness, and you try to breathe deeply. You feel your beating heart. Everything is calming down. It's like a meditative state, a mindfulness state where you just drift away inside yourself. You try to feel your whole body. Try to feel your toes, your fingers, and let this feeling or this sensation spread inside you that you are alive. In fact, you are alive. And sometimes we can just feel the tingles in our fingers. We might not be able to feel anything more than that, but that's a good start. Pain is an even better start, because pain is going to make you aware that you have a body, that you're not just a brain floating around in some petri dish. So feel this pain inside of you. When you have your breath, you have taken these deep breaths, you have felt your heartbeat, you are listening to the sounds, and you feel this pain somewhere. You might have it in your chest or in your stomach, or it might be located in some other part of your body as well. So just feel it. Where is it located? For me right now, I have an uncomfortable feeling in my throat. So I just feel on that feeling. It's a tense feeling. I try to find if it has like a kind of a momentum, and it has a little bit of twisting thing going on. Also, I try to see if it has a color. For me, it's like a shady grayish black. Also, you can use all your fifth senses, like does it your eyesight, like your internal eyesight. You can't really look at it, but you can see it with your internal eyesight, and then you can see if it has a color. You can also see maybe if it has a texture. For me, it's looking like smoke. It has the color of smoke. You can also like taste it with your inside taste, and yes, it tastes like someone. It tastes like burning. You can also feel if it have a smell. Smell smoke. Tastes burning. Okay, so it's probably soot I have in my throat, and I know this is from a past life experience of mine, where I died in a fire. So this is going to follow me around until maybe I need to meet a certain person or do a certain thing, and it will be totally resolved. But for now, I have been working on this particular uncomfortable feeling in my body for about 3 years. So it's going to take time. I'm not going to give you any like quick fixes here. So you feel this pain inside your body or this uncomfortable feeling, and you try to figure out like if it has a certain feeling to it. Is it hopelessness? Um, is it sadness? Is it anger? Is it feeling left out in the cold? Is it like you missed something? What can it be? So you need to figure this out. And when you have seen like this picture of this this thing, for me it's yes, it's like a tornado in my throat, making it really hard for me to talk for a long extended period of time. So this, what I'm doing now, is actually perfect for dealing with this wound. And you can see this a picture of it like from your in your inside vision, and you can talk to this picture. It's true. And the first thing it wants to say to you, like ask it questions. Why are you here? And you just sit and breathe, and you try to find out why your pain is here. I'm sad, so it can be this. Okay, so you can ask it follow-up questions. So what are you sad about? And I'm just feeling emptiness. So I guess my sadness is feeling empty. You know, when you just have died from a life, you might feel this kind of emptiness first. You had like everything going for you in that life, a lot of different life events, like things, situations. Maybe you had a husband, maybe you had children, maybe you have a lot of stuff going on, and then boom, you were dying in a burning building, and that's emptiness. Okay, I get it. And what's the truth that you want me to see? Not all people are your friends. Not all people, you can love them with all your heart, but that doesn't mean that they are your friends. That doesn't mean that they care about you. Sometimes they leave you in a burning building. Okay, so that's one thing. And also, I want you to write all this up. I have done this with this particular pain so many times. I don't have to write it down. But I want you to write it down, like everything that comes to you, and don't try to direct it. Don't try to change it in any way. It can be like the most stupid thing that's coming out, and it's in the end, when you read it back, when you check back in the journal, you will really find out that it was something really profound that this pain wanted to tell you. I have learned so much from this particular pain. It has actually changed my whole life to deal with this pain. The last 3 years has changed me into a person that I was not before. Before I kept my mouth shut. I didn't want conflicts. I didn't want people to think that I was crazy or be very dramatic. I didn't want to come off in a certain way. So I really try to be someone that I were not, and this pain helped me to start talking my truth, and that also include this YouTube channel and starting doing tarot, and also in my personal life it has helped me tremendously, because I'm not kidnapped anymore. I can really speak my truth, and if people doesn't want to hear it, that's fine. They don't need to. They don't need to be with me, and so I'm not kidnapped by my fear anymore. My fear was, if I talk, if I tell you what's my truth, you're going to burn me alive. And that's a really great fear to have. Like, it can keep you really captivated for, your whole life. If you have learned your lesson this way, that yes, if you tell your truth, someone will burn you to death, and that's it's my experience that I have from a past life, and I can't change that. I can't take it away from myself, but I can learn to get my voice back. So that's how we deal with pain. Pain is not supposed to be a hindrance in your life. It's just like a warning signal. It's just telling you, like, look here, there's something going on. There's something you should be like putting attention to. You're avoiding something. So pain is very strong as well. It's very strong, but because it wants to really warn you. It wants to really tell you something, and then you run screaming for the hills because you're more afraid of the pain, and also the truth maybe of what the pain wants to tell you. Because when you start to go into your pain, you also start to go into your dark night of your soul. You might become really depressed for a while, because before you kept yourself happy, you kept yourself going, you kept yourself occupied. And when you open this door to all this pain that's stored, of course you're going to be depressed. It's like a tsunami wave hitting you. And you need to deal with all your pain, like from every single time you have been denying yourself feeling the pain when someone said something rude, or when you made a mistake and you didn't want to come off as that mistake bothered you. So all those things, it can be like going against the red light and being shocked, and then just, you swoop it away and okay, we survived, so that's fine. But really what you need to do every time you experience pain is to really just stay with it. Stay with your soul, stay with your pain, try to let that adrenaline kick have like, it was there for a reason. It wants to tell you something. Sometimes it just wants to save your life, oh, you were so close to the edge, you could have fallen. And sometimes it wants to tell you a greater story, maybe how you let other people treat you, how you treat other people. It might also be very painful if you treat other people badly, and they all flee from you. But when you start this work with this soul-searching work of going into your pain and the dark night of the soul, you are going to change. So the crowd that you were entertaining before might not be the crowd you entertain when everything is said and done, because you might have profoundly changed in a way that made you into a person that for once you can't tolerate people being in a certain way anymore, because you love yourself, you respect yourself, and second, you won't be able to they might not be able to tolerate you, to be honest, because they loved you for something else, and you showed them like a false face, and that wasn't the truth. And eventually, when you listen to your own pain, because your own pain is your feedback system. It's how you stay in contact with your soul when you're down in a life. It's also how you stay in contact with the universe and the divine. Through your feelings. It's one thing. You also have your thoughts. I call it the angel radio. It can be very disturbing sometimes. Angel radio can be like the same thing. I know this. When someone is thinking of me, I will hear I will start arguing with them sometimes in my head. That's typical. It's the Gemini, the Knight of Swords, arguing with yourself back and forth. And usually those arguments have something to tell me. They want to tell me something. So I write it down, all those arguments like back and forth, and then I stop thinking. Thinking is it's a big energy thief, and it's also making you fall asleep, because when you are constantly thinking, that's also an addiction. So if you have a problem with thinking, stay with your body, stay with your pain, and that's going to prevent you from thinking. When you're doing this work with staying with your pain, as I said, it might become very it might be very excruciating pain, like really great pain, the greatest of pains. So you might need to take a pause sometimes. And how you take a pause, again, be in nature is wonderful. Lying in fetal position, crying in your bed is also okay. Sitting in a wonderful chair somewhere, really relaxing, maybe with a blanket over your knees, that's also totally it's really good. Okay, so you can choose different ways of being, but put yourself somewhere where you can have a little time alone, if that's possible. Not everyone has a life situation where they can be alone, so you need to learn to focus also when there's a lot of disturbance. And usually I use the disturbance if there are like children talking or car sounds. I use that also to tune in, and you can tune in and just start to feel your body, like what you do when you start this exercise. You feel your body from the toes, from like underneath your feet, the heels, up the leg, the knees, the thighs, the buttocks. You just feel through your whole body, and you start to breathe in also light and fill the whole body with light. You can also open up energy, like it's almost, I see it like an energy tap underneath my feet. And I open it up and I send down like arrows deep into the earth, and I pick up the earth's warmth and I let it come up into my feet and spread to my body. So the light from my soul that while breathing in, and the red light from my feet together, they will kind of it will kind of mix to a pink light inside of me, and it's love, it's self love. So you can practice that a lot also, taking some rest from the pain. You don't have to be in it forever, but it's really important to stay with the pain. In other case, pain will keep you like captive, and you might do things like stupid things to avoid pain. You might also stay in stupid situation to avoid pain. So if you encounter your pain, face your pain, and you see that it's very like a great book of knowledge, you will be able to not be captivated by pain anymore. Pain will be your path. It will be your guiding book. It will be your help to live a more profound life here and now. It's also going to make you very, very self-assured and calm and cool and grounded, because if pain is not bothering you anymore, what's going to bother you? Not much. Missing someone might be pain. Being like away from people that you love is also pain. But if you're able to be friends with that and kind of accept whatever situation that you're in now, the pain won't be a problem anymore. It won't be being able to put you into prison anymore. And when you're thinking a lot, also the thinking will cause pain in your body, because your thinking doesn't know, your body doesn't know the difference between what you're thinking and what's actually happened. You can see this in your dreams. In your dreams, you can feel all your sensations from the whole body, and you can even die there. And when you wake up, you're all sweaty, and you have really been where you were in your dreams. So your body doesn't know the difference between what you're thinking and what's actually happening. So when you have been thinking a lot, you really need to do this cleansing of your body. Invite the earth's energy, the red energy, the sun, soul energy, the white energy, and just like breathe through your whole body. Fill your whole body with this this warmth and this self-love. Okay, so I will give you the exercise really clear. Be in a calm space. Breathe. Take 3 deep breaths. Listen also to every sound in your surrounding. Listen to your own breathing. Listen to your heartbeat. Locate a place, or you can feel your whole body first, and feel like the whole inside of your body, and then locate where it doesn't feel right, like where there's some kind of glitch or pain or excruciating pain, whatever it is, and you just feel it, and you start to use your 5 senses to figure out more about this feeling. And when you have located it and you have an inner picture of it, you start to contact it. So who are you? Why are you here? What is the truth I don't want to see? And you can go on like this. And then with the answers that you get, you can come up with even greater questions. And then you can also take a journal with you in your bed when you're going to sleep, because and just write the pain, like in the beginning when it's coming, this tsunami wave. Then you really need to work it through. So you can just take a journal with you and continue writing until you fall asleep. And it might be really interesting things that you're going to discover there next morning when you wake up and read the communication from your subconscious. Okay, so I hope this helped. This was my first time. I'm not very comfortable with being recorded or photographed or anything, but I didn't find another solution to this, and I want to be of help and aid if I can. So bear with me. I'm a beginner at this, not with feeling the pain, but talking to you through and showing my face. It's a little bit uncomfortable, to be honest, but I will endure. Okay, so take really good care, and till the next time, have a really nice time until we see each other again. Okay, bye bye.